my name is Amrit Kang, and this is a photo story of some of my favorite pictures that I've taken over the years while traveling to India, England, and various locations throughout Canada. I'm no professional, but my interest in photography, specifically on Instagram, has grown drastically over the past 2 years. I've always taken pictures spontaneously, nothing planned, just capturing from an angle that interested me. In all honesty, this isn't a trick. It's just been me quickly capturing a moment to post on Snapchat so that I could show others where I am and what I'm doing. However, since my recent trip to India, which took place almost 2 years ago, I've been trying to get creative with my photography. On this trip, I met up with some bloggers who got together once every month and took a weekend trip to places in and near Mumbai to take pictures. This is where I learned how to take some creative shots and learned the beauty of photographing structures, which is something I never really did before. After this trip, along with interacting with Instagram bloggers within Edmonton and following professional photographers on Instagram, I have learned that it's not only the structure and angle that makes a picture interesting and appealing, but the editing of it. In my experience, a raw picture, which is a picture without any editing or enhancements done on it, is only appealing if it's unique, which is something that's not common, like a common structure or a common tourist location. This is because the eye is not surprised with it, which is especially important when you're posting on Instagram, where people are constantly scrolling through their news feed looking at various pictures. This photo story is a combination of pictures that have been lightly edited with basic camera filters and some that have been enhanced greatly through apps with multiple editing features. I will now explain to you how I took some of the pictures and what editing I did on them. First off, the pixeling and clarity in these pictures vary greatly. This is because I had different cameras with me when I took them. Again, these pictures have been taken over the past 2 to 3 years. So, the cameras I have used for taking these pictures are a Canon digital SLR, an iPhone 5, and an iPhone 6S. For editing, I have used the apps Photoshop Express, Color Story, and also used standard iPhone camera filters. Now, I didn't edit pictures before, but ever since I've been following Instagram photographers, I have taken ideas from their pictures and incorporated them into my own. Throughout the self-learning process, I have learned many things, which I still only feel are the basic in comparison to what a professional photographer would know. And now, I'll share with you my top 5 tips for a beginner. Tip number 1. Don't overthink a shot. Just take it of what your eye gets drawn to. Once it's captured, it will grow on you, especially when you're not physically looking at it. What ends up happening sometimes is when you're looking at a broad scene, you feel like your picture isn't doing justice. But what you don't realize is when you are taken away from that scene, you'll begin to appreciate that picture, and especially if it's what your eyes got drawn to in the first place. Tip number 2. Find one aspect of the picture you want to highlight. This will help you from getting carried away and over-filtering your image, because sometimes the image can end up looking very different from the original, which is not the point of editing. So remember one thing. The point of editing an image is to enhance the image, not to change the image. 3. Don't manipulate pictures. For instance, don't morph structures or create something that didn't exist in the original. This includes a tree, a bird, a person, a car, etc. So, in order to avoid this, just simply avoid using Photoshop, especially if you're a beginner. This is because there are so many editing features available that you might get carried away and not realize that you're actually changing the image, not editing it. So, if you are going to use Photoshop, only use it for the purpose of adding clarity, adding color, or cropping and adding watermarks to the image. Tip number 4. Play around with the editing. Don't get upset if it's not what you want in the first try. The point of editing is to be creative. So, here are some features that you can try the next time you're editing a picture. 1. Enhance. Use various filters to change the look of your image. You can change the look of an image to a retro feel, a rustic feel, and so on. 2. Crop your image. There are many preset cropping options on various editing apps. Or you could simply just crop a side of your image if you do not want to use the pre-made ones. This could include cropping out a tree or cropping out somebody's foot in an image, and etc. 3. Change the orientation. Rotate your images left to right or right to left, and you can even flip them. This can change the overall look of your image a lot. 4. Lighting. Adjust the brightness, the contrast, the highlights, and even the shadows. 5. Change the color. Change the hue of the photo, the saturation, the warmth, the tint, and so on. 6. Play around with the sharpness. Make a picture sharper or duller. This can greatly change the overall look of your image real fast. 7. Play around with the focus. You can make something stand out and make some other things look irrelevant in comparison. And 8. Blur an image. Blur out some aspects of the image that you don't want the focus of the eye to go to. And lastly, tip number 5. Enjoy taking pictures. Get inspired by other photographers, so long as you're not plagiarizing or stealing their work. And try your own creative ideas. Play around with how you take pictures. Photography is something everybody can do. It's something I learned to do, and it's something you can even learn to do as well. I hope my photo story and my tips have inspired you, and that you can incorporate them in your next photograph as well.